Hello, how are you? Welcome to your class. Today you are going to learn word problems related with long divisions by bust-up method. Okay, so let's start over. Look at this question now. Ali, John and Henry are baking cupcakes. What are they baking? Cupcakes for a party. They want to make 54 cupcakes. How many in total? 54 cupcakes, right? So now what we need to do? We need to find how many cupcakes should each boy make. When you need to go into each, what we do, we need to divide, right? How many boys are there? 1 2 3, and total cupcakes are 54. That means we need to divide total cupcakes by total boys. That means 54 divided by 3. So you can use the bust-up method. 3 times 1 is 3. 5 minus 3 will give you 2, and this 4 will come down. Why? Because 2 is now less than 3, right? So now we have 24. That means 3 times 8 will give you 24. So I can write here 3 times 8, 24, and now there is no remainder left, right? So it means 18 is your answer. So each boy needs to bake 18 cupcakes, right? Okay, so now look at the next question. Abdullah buys an electric car that cost £300. How much? An electric car cost £300. Okay, now read the next part. He pays a £50 deposit. So you know that what do we mean by deposit? £50 he has paid in advance. That means how much he has paid? 50. So you need to take away 50 from 30. Do you understand what do I mean? This is the total cost and how much he has paid? 50. So it means we are left with 300. Take away 50 like this. Okay, so 0 minus 0 is 0, and you will take a carry from 3. It will become 10, and it will be left 2 over here. 10 minus 5 will give you 5, and this is 2 over here. So how much money is left to pay back now? 250. Understand? Okay, so now this is actually the money he needs to pay now. Alright, now read next. And pays the rest means this is the rest in 5 monthly payments. Understand? Now this money he needs to pay in 5 months, right? 5 installments. 1 2 3 4 5. So what do we mean by this? This money needs to be divided by 5, right? How to do? 250 divided by 5. You can use again your bus stop method. 250 and 5 means 5 times 5 is 25, right? So there is no remainder, and the 0 which is at the end always go on the top. So 50 is your answer. It means 50 each month he needs to pay. Look, now when you will add 50s 5 times, you will get 250, right? 50 plus 50 is 100, plus 50 is 150, plus 50 is 200, and plus 50 is 250. Okay, so your answer is verified now. Now read this question. A teacher has 125 sweets. How many sweets? 125 sweets in total. Okay, all right. The teacher shares the sweets. What she is doing? She is going to share. Remember, share means always divide. We divide means we share. Okay. The sweets equally among 5 students. How many students? 5 students. So here what we need to do? How many sweets does each pupil receive? So again, what you need to do, whenever you are sharing, you need to divide total sweets by total students, right? So we can use our bus stop method. Even you can use directly if you have taken the lesson of fraction division. 5 times 2 is 10, and remainder is 2, because 2 minus 0 is 2, and 1 minus 1 is nothing. And now this 2 is less than 5. That means I need to take this 5 down. Okay, now 5 times 5 equals to 25. So I can write here 5 times 5 equals to 25. So we are left with zero remainder. So it means 25 sweets will be given to each student, right? Okay guys, so until now we have done very easy ones, but now we have to move a little bit tricky, or you can say a little bit difficult, right? So look at here, how many packs of candies costing 2.20 pounds. Okay, it means that each pack is costing 2.20 pound. He's saying how many could you buy from 20 pound? How much you have? 20 pounds. So how many boxes you can buy, right? One box costing 2.20 pound. Okay, what we need to do again, we need to divide 20 by 2.20. So now what you need to do, you need to go back and recall your memory. Yes, in the lesson we have done decimal division, in which you know that your decimal whenever is in the bottom, you need to remove it, right? And to remove your decimal, you know what to do. How we can finish this decimal? By bringing this decimal at the end here, okay? We need to make it a hidden decimal. Like if it is 2.20, I need to move it 2 times forward over here. So when you move 2 times forward, it means you need to multiply by 2 tens, right? So it means I need to multiply this decimal number with 2 tens, okay? But the thing which I am doing in the bottom, the same thing I need to do in the top. Yes, well done. That means I need to multiply the top and bottom with 100. So now what I'm gonna get, I'm gonna get 20 times 100 is 2000. And because I have multiplied with decimal with 100, what I'm gonna get? I am just gonna remove this decimal from my answer. So your answer will be 220 now. Okay. This 100 is only to remove your decimal and nothing else. So now your decimal has been moved at the end. So ending means there is no decimal. Okay guys, so finally we end up with 2000 divided by 220. Now we can do it easily. We have 2000, we need to divide it by 220. Okay. So now you can use your bus stop method. Look at here, now I need to divide 2000 by 220. So the last zeros, last this zero and this zero, you need to leave it for a moment, okay? Because otherwise it's gonna be difficult for us to multiply. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna multiply 22 with a number which is near 200, right? So if I'm gonna multiply it with 7, let's see what I'm gonna get. 7 times 2 is 14 and 7 times 2 is 14, plus 1 is gonna give me 154. So 154 is very less than 200, so we can try 22 times 9. Alright, now one more thing I need to tell you over here. I have done 22 times 9, that is 198. But remember, we had a 0 at the end, okay? So it means 220 times 9 will be equals to 1980. You just need to put a 0 at the end and nothing else, right? So now 1980 will be my final answer. So 220 times 9 will be equals to 1980. Okay, all right, now we need to take away simply. So look at here, I need to carry 1 over here and then 1 over here. 10 minus 8 will give me 2 and this 0 will come as it is. Here I have 9 minus 9, 0, and 1 minus 1, 0. So what you are left with? You are left with 20 as your remainder. Okay, all right. It means that how many packs of candies you can buy? 9 packs of candies, right? So this is your answer. 9 packs of candies you can buy from 20 pounds. Okay, now look at the next question. Paul has 10 pounds. How much money he has? 10 pounds. Okay. What he needs to do with this money? He needs to buy rulers at 60 pennies each. That means each ruler cost how much? 60 pennies. Okay. Now the meaning of this part of the question is this, that if you go to shop and you have given £10 to the shopkeeper, right? You said that I want to buy as many rulers as I could from £10. Okay. So now we need to find that how much change he will give you back. Okay. That means how much money is left from £10 after buying rulers. Okay, so of course that money would be less than 60 pennies. When it will be less than 60 pennies, it means you can't buy any more ruler. Understand? Okay, so let's do this, then you can understand more about this. One important thing in this question is that we have two different units. This is pound and this is pennies. It means we need to convert pounds into pennies, right? Otherwise we can't divide them. You know that 1 pound is equals to 100 pence, right? You know it already. 2 pounds will be equals to 2 times 100 pennies. Okay, that would be equals to 200 pennies. Understand? In the same way, if I need to find 10 pounds, then what should I do? 10 times 100. 10 times 100, that's gonna give me, 10 times 100 will give me 1000 pennies. Understand? Now finally we are left with same units, that is 1000 penny and 60 pennies. So remember that this 60 penny is the cost of each ruler and this 1000 penny is the total amount Paul has. Okay, Paul has 1000 penny and he needs to pay 60 penny for one ruler. Now we need to find that how many rulers he can buy from 1000 pennies. What you need to do, you need to divide these numbers. Why? Because you are going to find the third thing, which is ruler. As I already told you that when you have same things, that is pennies and pennies, you are going to find the third different thing, which is ruler, number of ruler. Okay, so now we can divide them. Using your bus stop method, I am putting 1000 inside and 60 outside. So 60 times 1 is 60, right? For 100, I can use 60 times 160 because 60 times 2 gonna give me 120. Okay, so 120 is gonna bigger than 100, so that's why we have to use 60 times 160. 0 minus 0 is 0 and this one here, it will give us 10. So 10 minus 6 is 4. Now we have 40 over here. So now look, this 0 is going to come down because 40 is less than 60. Now look at here carefully. I have 400 and I need to find 400 into times table of 60. So what do you think? Should I go into the times table of 60 and keep on multiplying the numbers with 60 and finding my answer equal to 400 or near 400? No, I'm not gonna doing this, right? Because as I already told you, leave your last zero. Okay, leave your last zero and you can use it at the end. I'm just gonna looking into times table of 6 and you know that 6 times 6 is 36, right? 36 is very near to 40. Okay, now you can put your 0 at end, which is gonna give you 360. Understand now what do I mean? I mean that 60 times 6 gonna give me 360 without multiplying. How? You need to multiply only 6 times 6, that is 36, and at the end you need to put your 0. Okay, so now 60 times 6 will give me 360. Understand or not? Now we can take away simply 10 minus 6 will give you 4 and this 0 will come down as it is. Here we are left with 3, so 3 minus 3 is nothing. Look at here now, 40 is less than 60. It means this is your remainder. Now we need to look at what was the question. The question was what change should he get? So what's your answer over here now? This 16 means that number of rulers, right? This 16 is your answer which is giving you the number of rulers. Then what this 40 is? From where this 40 is coming? The 40 is coming from 1000. And what was the 1000? 1000 were pennies. Okay. So it means 40 is also penny. So your answer will be equals to 40 pennies. Do you understand what do I mean to say? I mean to say that your answer is ruler and this remainder is equals to pennies. Why? Because you are coming from pennies. 1000 pennies are giving you 40 pennies. Okay, so it means you are going to get change equals to 40 pennies. Understand? This is your answer now. Look at this last question now. Annie puts 220 eggs into boxes. Okay, so it means 220 eggs are the total eggs, right? 220 eggs Annie has actually. Okay, each box holds 20 eggs. Each box, we are making boxes over here. Each box is holding 12 eggs. How many egg boxes does Annie needs to put all the eggs into boxes? It means we need to find the number of boxes, right? That means what we need to do, we need to divide 220 by 12, right? 12 times 2 is 24. So what I need to do, I need to do 12 times 1 equals to 12. Okay. Now I can take away 2 minus 2 is 0 and 2 minus 1 is 1. Look at this, 10 is less than 12. It means I need to take down the 0. That is now 100. So a number near to 100 in times table of 12 is 12 times 8 equals to 96, right? So you need to learn your times table of 12 as well. Okay, so 12 times 8 will give you 96. Now you can take away 100 minus 96 is equals to 4. So now 4 is your remainder. We are not going to do decimal over here, otherwise you can't find your answer. Okay, so now look at here that 18 means what is the 18? 18 is the number of boxes. Okay, and this 4 is the number of eggs which are left. Do you understand? This 18 is the number of boxes. Okay, and this 4 is coming from eggs. 220 were your eggs, so the remainder will also be eggs. Okay, it means that you need 18 boxes but still 4 eggs are left. It means what we need to do, we need one extra box, right? Okay, so it means how many boxes we need? We need 19 boxes. Though we need one box for 12 eggs, but still remember, whenever you have any remainder, even it is a one egg, you still need to add one more box. Okay, all right, so we are done with today's lesson. See you next lesson with more questions, with more topics. Okay, take care.